Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends. And as you see, we have some difficulty with the internet, but by the help of Jibreel, everything was fixed and look like it's fine for now. So let us go to what we need to do. All of us, we knew that the Quran is a book of perfection, to the point Allah do not remember which one he created first, the stars or the mountains, the trees or the stars, or messed up. However, today we will not repeat what we said before. We will talk about something different, a little bit different. You know, when somebody come to us and he say he have a book, and this book is made by God, and this God, he is so genius, and he explained to us everything around us. You know, human being, since he is exist in this earth, he tried to figure out how things work, you know, and this is what it's called, like today, science, you know, trying to figure out what is around us. We are not really, I mean, we are not making it, we are discovering it, right? So this is what science is about, is to discover the element around us and try to use them for our benefit or to fight it sometime, like viruses, etc. The Muslims, the Mohammedan, they claim that they're a prophet, he come with the book, nobody can make like it, and I agree. I mean, you have to be an idiot to make a book like this. A book says beat your wife. Is that will fix the family? Or will make the wife hate you and cheat on you? Try it. Beat your wife and see what will happen. If she did not leave you, she will cheat on you. A book says that the sperm of the man came in from the backbone of the man, and the women have a sperm coming from the ribs. Now, this is very funny because women first don't have a sperm. Secondly, the backbone have nothing to do with the sperm. It's endless numbers of mistakes and stupid things in the Quran. But today we will talk about the movements of stars and planets around us, etc. Before we start, for those who watch my videos in different channels, as you know, all of you do, an easy way to find how to join the live streaming of me, you can go to my account in Facebook, where I post always before I go live, a link for my live streaming. I post in minds.com, and for sure in patreon.com, which is you know, all of you know it already. So in Patreon, simply this is the banner, patreon.com/Christian Prince. You go there, you will find the last link I posted, and that means this is the channel I'm going to broadcast in, because I might change the channel depending in the chasing. You know, we play the game with the YouTube. YouTube always side with Mohammedan. Whatever we say is against their guideline, because you cannot expose Muhammad. You can say the F word to Christ if you want. This is not against the guideline of Facebook. But the second you say Muhammad is a stupid, silly, funny, whatever, that is against their guideline. So, you know, the hypocrisy of Antifa and the company of Antifa is very clear. So in order to support us, always you can find us in those ways. I hope we made it clear. And for sure, we welcome people who support us by all means, by downloading, adding subtext to the videos, or even by making donation. Now we go back to our topic. How the sun function, how the moon function, how the day and the night. The Quran explained that. If we go in the Quran, we will find the following. Now remember, the Quran written by Allah, and it's perfectly preserved. This is why actually Christian Prince, he don't like the idea of promoting idea Quran is corrupted. It's not for our benefit. I mean, keep it as it is. It's perfect, brother, because you know, you notice that Muslims, when they call me, they start saying, oh, those are added later, those verses are not from Allah. So now we are, you know, like when we say the Quran is not preserved, we are giving them a hand to escape the stupidity of the Quran. No, 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 the Quran, brother, is preserved. This is word by Allah, and I put my fingerprint on it. So if you go in the Quran, chapter 21, verse number 33, chapter 36, verse number 40, it says that all the element, which is the day, the night, and the day, and the sun, and the moon, they are swimming. Now, the word is swim, the word is swim. A Muslim, he can say to you, yeah, you will just swim in the space, you know, like, okay, no problem. But it says, you know, the word falak, the origin of the word falak is coming from what is called equal to a boat. Like, you know, when you go and watch magazine, those who tell you about the future, you will find that they put your, let us say, your future in a boat. In the old days, people, they used to believe that those are swimming in a boat. If you remember, there's a verse in the yellow pages of Muhammad. It says, and we will use the Muslim translation, so the Muslim will not say, you know, hello, this is a translation. Chapter 36, verse number 39. The moon have manazil, houses he stay in. He have mansions he stay in. So the moon, he move from house to house. Now, is that my translation? No. We can show you even what the Muslim explanation for the verse. So the moon have houses, and this moon keep going, and then he will go back to the return to the like the house of old, or the stage of old, which is very weird. I mean, but the moon have houses. Where is the first house? Where is the second house? And then the verse after it says, it is not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon. What? It's not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon? How is that? How that can be scientifically accurate? All of us, we knew something called eclipse, which mean, you see what the founder of Islam, Muhammad, saying, that the sun with the moon, they will not be together in the same time. Correct? They will not catch up in the same time. It's not permitted. So what is the eclipse? The eclipse simply is lining up of two objects in the sky, and one of them will make the other one disappear. Because the moon is closer to us, the moon can hide the sun behind it, and then yes, they are matching and they are catching at the same time. But it's not permitted, and it is not, nor can the night outstrip the day. It's not permitted. So here, you know, the God of Islam claim that the day and the night, they are in fixed objects, and they are created by itself. You see, I understand, like, books can speak about things in a metaphorical way, but the Quran is not. And we will prove it to you. Very simple. Actually, the verse is so clear. It says it's not permitted to the sun to catch. This is cannot be metaphorical no more. To catch with what? With the moon. Which means when you see the moon, you can't see the sun. But all of us, we knew that this is stupid. Even sometime in the daytime, you can see the moon. In the clear daytime, still you can see the moon. So this statement here is very funny and very stupid. However, let us, in order to understand the Quran, let us get the correct understanding of the Muslims. Because at the end of the day, you know, Islam is the religion of the Muslims, and Christians should not explain the Quran. But Muslims, by the way, they explain the Bible. This is the sign of hypocrisy. So if we go right now and we say to the Muslims, Which scholar you agree with to explain to us the Quran? You will find that a single Muslim agree with any scholar. Do you remember how many people call me and say, well, this scholar is just a human? Well, Muhammad is a human too. And if this is a book, even the scholar cannot give us the correct interpretation. So who is the one who will give the interpretation? Isn't it this book is given to you as an average person so you might know about God? Actually, the Quran should not need a scholar to explain it if Allah is God. I will tell you why. Because simply, if Allah is speaking to me, at that moment there was no scholar. Even Muhammad did not explain them clearly. So how I'm going to learn? How I will know what Allah meant by this? Obviously, Allah, He wants you to understand the appearance, and there is no metaphorical. The appearance is so clear. Now let us go and see what the scholars, which is, by the way, we advanced in, like, I mean, there's old scholars and there's new scholars. Ibn Kathir, comparing to the rest of Muslims, is a new scholar. So if you go to Ibn Kathir, who he made his book to defend Islam, like those YouTubers today, but for sure we cannot compare between them, we will see he said the following. And now the Muslim, they will say, lie, it doesn't say that. See, it's not me who's saying that. This is Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir don't present Islam. He is not the prophet. He is just a human. Okay, we'll show you what the prophet said. It says here, وَكُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. Okay. They all float, each in an orbit. Does it say each, guys? Does the verse say each? This is the Muslim translation. Remember, this is not my translation. Each. Each what? Means what? Read carefully, please. Night, the day, the sun, and the moon. According to the Quran, the day is an object, the night is an object, the sun is an object, the moon is an object, and each one of them is a flow. All of them, you see, the Muslim, they will say to you, oh no, this is only the sun and the moon. Or shut up. This is your Ibn Kathir. They all float, each in an orbit. How clear it is, all. You see, if in Arabic, it's same as in English. If you are talking about only two, you say both. You don't say all. So don't tell me the Quran is a perfect Arabic and yet now the Quran making a mistake. That would be very, very funny. By the way, the Quran in Arabic is very horrible. So then here says, they are floating, revolving in their orbit. This is Ibn Kathir, by the way. Okay? Now, if we go to Ibn Kathir in Arabic, we will find a different story from the English. But we will go with the English one. What is the orbit of those objects, which is the day, the night, the moon, the sun? Who can explain it better than Muhammad? Nobody. If you remember, we have a sister, a Muslim sister, her name is Fifi. She explained to us that perfectly, how the orbit function. And our sister, she was very sure that this is the best way to understand what the Prophet was saying. So let us see. This was a video made to refute a friend of us. You know, he is an ex-Muslim from Turkey. His name, the apostate prophet. So the Muslim, they wanted to get him busted, and they did, by the way. I mean, horribly. So they said here, he was reading for them a hadith about the Prophet of Allah explaining the movement of those objects. And in this story here, the sun. Let us see what happened and how the Muslims got us busted.
And see this. Narrated by Abu Dhar. Once I was with the Prophet in the mosque at sunset time. The Prophet said, "O Abu Dhar, do you know where the sun sets?" I replied, "Allah and His Apostle know best." Again, you shouldn't have said that. He said, "It goes and prostrates underneath Allah's throne."
First of all, yes, this is the correct hadith. It is the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, as we can see, and it clearly conflicts with the verse that speaks of Dhul Qarnayn's perception. The words of the Prophet, peace be upon him, are clear And it is quite obvious that he's speaking of a reality and not a perception. Ridvan, get it through your skull.
So get it through your skull, you idiot. It is a reality, brother, that the sun moves every day from the east to the west, and this is the orbit of the sun. So the Muslims agree that we are not making up a false movement. The orbit of those objects are explained by a very knowledgeable Muslim who have high school. But he have a lot of books behind him, and that make him knowledgeable. And this is in total agreement with Ibn Kathir. He is saying that each one of them, as the Quran says, and all of them, they float each in an orbit. So what is the orbit? The orbit is, as we see in the hadith. Let us go to the hadith. For those who do not know, hadith means a statement of Muhammad or his companion about something happened or something they did. So the hadith said that Muhammad, he asked one of his friends who used to accompany him for the sake of food, once I was with the Prophet, and remember, this is the one, the Muhammad, and we heard him saying, yes, the Prophet is speaking about reality. This is what? This is reality. This is reality. They agree with it. Once I was with the messenger, with the Prophet, in the mosque at the time of the sunset. He said, do you know where the sun set? Do you know where? You see the word where? Not how. Where? There's a difference, right, between how and where? Where the sun set? So they are questioning location. I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. And Muhammad, he loved this statement. Actually, this is why he said those things. Do you know? Do you know? And the Muslim, they answer right away. Oh, Allah and the apostle knows best, because he liked to be the professor. Professor Hupu. He said, it goes and prostrate underneath Allah's throne. And that is that Allah's statement, and the sun runs into a fixed course for a decree. Chapter 36, verse number 38. What we are reading chapter 36, verse number 39 too. Connect them. So the Muhammadan, they agree that Allah believe that the sun is moving from the east to the west. And this is how the sun function, which means the earth is flat. In different hadith, Muhammad, he go farther in his fiction as usual. Let us show you another one, which is giving us more details. The Prophet asked me at the sunset, do you know where the sun goes? At the time of the sunset, I replied, Allah and his apostle know better, as usual. He said, it goes, i.e. travel, till it prostrate itself underneath the throne and take permission to rise again. And it's permitted. And then at the time when it come, which means this is the judgment day, it will be about to prostrate itself, but its prostration will not be accepted. It will be, and it will ask for permission to go and do the same course, like going from the east, you know, appearing from the east, going all the way to the west. But it's not going to be permitted. But it will be ordered to return whence it has come, so it would rise from the west, in the west. Where the sun is came, when the sun arrived to Allah, she arrived from the west. So Allah this time at the judgment day, he will not permit the sun to go and appear from the east. No, go back where you came from. And this is how it's explained. The Muhammad, he claimed that in the judgment day the sun will appear from the west. Why? Because Allah will order it to return where it's coming from. Where it's coming from the west. So this is confirmed that there is east and there is west in Islam. And the east is where the sun coming from, and the west where the sun going to. And this is the course of everyday course. And then when judgment day come, Allah will not allow the sun to go and appear from the east again. But let us try to understand how this is functioning. So the sun is coming from here. Let us make a drawing. This is me. This is me before I take a shower. You know, my hair is all over the place. So anyway, this is me, brother, and I am standing in the middle of nowhere. And now, brother, the sun is coming from the east. This is the east. And this is, brother, the west. Okay. So, brother, the sun will go every day, brother, from the east to the west. Okay. And then, brother, the sun will keep doing this, and Allah will give it permission to rise again. But how the sun will go back now? You see, remember, in the judgment day only, the sun will go back and appear from the west, from here, only in the judgment day. So how the sun will go back to the east now? Without being visible. The earth is flat. The sun will go under the earth. And will come out from between the two horns of the devil. For the devil, he lives in the east. Is that a fiction, or this is what it is? This is what it is. Mohammed, he claimed that the sun, and this is, by the way, proven by science, that the sun appeared between the horn of the devil from the east. And this is why Muhammad, he forbid the Muslims to start praying if the sun is already up in the sky. Actually, this hadith is not even translated. What the heck? There's no translation for the hadith. It's gone. Oh, there was a translation here. You see, we have it in Arabic, but in English, it's gone, brother. Christian Prince, you never heard of something called the eraser? Why the Muslims in purpose they make it disappear? Because it's embarrassing. Embarrassing. But you know what? Always they make mistakes, and the hadith can appear in different place. Let me search for the same statement. See if we can find it in the same website, because sometimes those, you know, they hide it in a place, but they forget to hide it in a different place. We found it, Sahih al-Bukhari. All right. The Prophet, he forbid the Muslims from praying when the sun rises in the morning. You should not seek to pray at sunrise or sunset, for the sunrise between the two sides of the head of the devil. Actually, it says qarnay shaitan, which means the two horns of the devil. And by the way, this is scientifically proven to be true. All right? To make it simple for you, if you are slow and you are not good in understanding things, let me use my Picasso skills. You know, Picasso used to be my student, by the way. I taught him how to draw. But then, you know, always as I say, that the student, he beat the master, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. So this is Mr. Satan. And this is his two horns. You have long eyelashes, by the way. Look at those, man. Yeah, you buy them from Amazon. Yeah. This is Shaitan. And now the sun, brother, will come from between his two horns. Let us make the horn bigger, man. I mean, why they are small? Why are being very cheap? Come on, this is the devil himself. He wants his horn to be small. This is not even to receive a TV station as an antenna. So here, the sun, brother, is going to come from between the two horns of Satan. This is the sun. And for sure, this is scientifically proven to be true. There's a scientist from Japan, his name Yama. He's the cousin of Yamaha, you know Yamaha, his cousin. So he said that this is true and proven to be absolutely true. And this is why we should not, pray when the sun is coming in the morning, because the sun is coming from between the horn of the Shaitan. And here you see that the master of Islam is nothing but a superstitious, stupid idiot trying to make us fool, a bunch of fool. This is something can be accepted in the time of Muhammad, where people are naive, no education, believe in whatever people they say to them, flying carpet, blah, 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 blah. But how in the world today you believe in such a garbage? And as you see, this is Sahih Bukhari. And we showed you the Quran. Right? So Muhammad clearly, he believed that the sun and the day are object. The moon and the night are object. And they are swimming as object. And they should not meet together as object. But Muhammad, he go farther with his stupidity. Muhammad, he say in different verses in the Quran, in chapter 91, verse number 1, 2, 3, 4, which is very, anyone who speaks Arabic, he would die laughing at this chapter. وَالشَّمْسُ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذْ تَلَاهَا وَالنَّهَارُ إِذْ جَلَاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ إِذْ يَغْشَاهَا. What the heck is that? All of it is end with ha 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 ha. Yeah, I have to laugh. Ha 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 ha. Because Muhammad trying to make Arabic music, so his statement is empty and they have no meaning. You notice all of them, they have to end with ha. It's like as if you are making poetry, but it's not the poetry, by the way. This is stupid rap talk. And then when you read the chapter, you will die laughing. Read carefully. By the sun and his glorious splendor. His glorious splendor. The sun is a man now. His. And why Allah swear by the sun? By the moon, as follow the sun. Actually, you see the word even him is wrong, because here it says talaha. That will make it a female. Talaha, not talahu. So the sun and its glorious splendor, by the moon. And the funny, she follow him. Did you see the word she? Now I know why. A guy, he see his wife, he said to her, man, she looked like the moon, because he think the moon is a female too. Okay. By the day, as it show the sun glory. This is a modern translation, by the way. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just reading what is in the screen. Don't blame me for it. By the night, as it cancels it. Like, what the heck? Let us read the interpretation, because who can understand and explain what this is about? What the Quran is saying simply, that the sun come, and then the moon come after it, and the day make the sun clear, and the night cancel the sun. The word yaghshaha, why I want to do that? Let us see what the Muslim interpretation for this, for this verse. Okay, hold on. Chapter 91, verse number 4. Brother, and the night when enshureth him and the night when ensured the light of the day, and the day revealed the darkness of the night. What does that mean, man? Anyone understand anything? The Arabic is so clear. Why they are making yaghshaha? It's mean cover it. The night is covering the sun. How the night is covering the sun? Is that true? Is that an accurate statement? Change the interpretation. This is a Jalalain. You know, someone is not too much old as a scholar, so Muslims should accept him. He is new in the business. And by the night, when it is ensured her covering up with its darkness. Is really the sun is covered by the darkness of the night? Who is a Muslim? Accept that. If somebody want to say this is metaphorical, that's not true, because as you see, Allah is explaining the movement of those stars and planet and object. You cannot say it's metaphorical. We just showed you what Ibn Kathir he's saying, you know. You forgot? The Quran confirmed that neither, read carefully, here we go, read from here. It is not for the sun to overtake the moon. This means that each of them has its time when it prevails. So it's not appropriate for the sun to rise at night. Do you see it? But the sun is there at night. I mean, what are you talking about? The sun never go anywhere. The sun is there. It's just the earth going around itself, and we are flipping the side of the earth from one side to other side, and this is why we are from the side which is not facing the sun. As simple as that. And it's not, read carefully, this is the Quran, and it is not for the night, nor does the night outstrip the day. Means after night has passed, it is not right for another night to come. What? Brother, you cannot have two nights together, brother. One day, one night, one day, one night, one day, night. We cannot have two nights. Unbelievable. The one is saying to me, I'm wrong. You prove me wrong. I'm showing it on the screen. I mean, this is your scholar. I mean, it's really funny how Muslims, they say to me, you're wrong. I'm showing you, I'm reading for you what the screen is saying, what your scholar is saying. This is Ibn Kathir. It's very funny that you see the Muslims in the chat saying to me, you are wrong, and I'm showing them their official Islamic website, which their teacher learned from it. This is the master of their masters. He bring the night as cover over the day. It's in the front of you. In different verse, it says here, إذا أقبل الليل منها هنا وأدبر النهار منها هنا. What the heck, ها هنا? Hey, ها هنا, how you doing? When the night comes from here, the day depart from here, and the sun set, then the fasting person should break his fast. What? What? Who is a Muslim when I say to me you are wrong? Say it, say it. I'm just reading. I'm just reading what is in the screen. Still they say to me you are wrong. Or they say to me you are lying. And then here, وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍ لَهَا. And the sun runs into a fixed course for a term appointed. Who explained that to us? Muhammad himself. Are you going to say Muhammad is wrong? Actually, we showed you that your brothers in Islam, they agree with this hadith. They say this is absolutely the correct meaning. Let me play it for you again. Maybe you did not hear it. Maybe you were not here. You were not here when the breaking news was coming. You know, this is your sister, very famous. She is getting someone busted for he say Muhammad is wrong about science. How you say that? You cannot say that about Muhammad. You know, listen carefully. All right. The one you see in the screen, this is not the Muslim. This guy, he left Islam because he noticed how stupid the Quran. He is questioning the Quran. The Muslims are refuting him. Listen to the. This is the ex-Muslim in the screen. You see him, and the other sister. She is answering the Muslim, the ex-Muslim, and she is getting him busted. And look what they say.
This, narrated by Abu Dhar. Once I was with the Prophet in the mosque at sunset time. The Prophet said, "O Abu Dhar, do you know where the sun sets?" I replied, "Allah and His Apostle know best." Again, you shouldn't have said that. He said, "It goes and prostrates underneath Allah's throne."
First of all, yes, this is the correct hadith. It is the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, as we can see, and it clearly conflicts with the verse that speaks of Dhul Qarnayn's perception. The words of the Prophet, peace be upon him, are clear, and it is quite obvious that he's speaking of a reality and not a perception. Ridvan, get it through your skull.
It's reality, brother. It is reality that the sun, brother, goes every day from the east to the west, brother. It is reality. Did you see it? Are you going to say to me you are lying? He said it's a reality. Put it in your skull. Like hello, the Prophet refuted you. So what is reality? Reality is, according to Islam, and the Muslims agree with us, the Prophet asked me at the sunset, do you know where the sun goes? Goes, where the sun goes. At the time of the sunset, I replied, Allah and His Apostle know best. He said, it goes, i.e. travel, till it prostrate itself underneath Allah's throne, the throne, and then it take permission to rise again. Who is the one who is moving when the sun set? It is the sun. Who is the one who is traveling? Is the sun. Who is the one who agree? Fifi. And this is reality. And he refuted you. So it's so clear the Quran is the book of confusion, stupidity, fiction, superstition, and Muhammad trying his best to explain how those objects around us they move, and he include with those objects the day and the night as object too. And we showed you the interpretation of Ibn Kathir. And the Quran itself make it so clear. And Fifi and Mimi and Susu, all of them, they agree that yes, the sun run into a course, and that course is the sun going every day from the east to the west. When the night comes from here and the day depart from here. By the way, guys, if you ask me where the night goes, I will tell you, but this is in private, okay? I can't tell you where the door, where the night goes from which door, because we don't want people to chase the night, and you know, all of you are romantic, I know you. You know? Yeah. Here there is the explanation which Fifi agree with. It says, on its fixed course of term appointed. The first view, the Muslim, by the way, when they speak about anything in the Quran, they give you first view, second view, third view, endless view about the meaning of this verse. I mean, do you see how clear the Quran? You will see in the Islamic books, especially Arabic ones. By the way, Arabic Quran, Arabic Ibn Kathir have nothing to do with English Ibn Kathir. They took off everything embarrassing. And supposedly now this is after filtering. What we see in front of us now, this is after filtration. So the Muslim books in Arabic, that says, the scholars agree about not to agree about the meaning of this verse. I'm not talking about this verse specifically. I'm talking about all verses. The scholars agree about not to agree about the meaning of this verse. They don't agree about anything. This is why Islam is Islam. Shish kebab, hummus. All right? So look here. The first view, it's fixed course of location, which beneath the throne, beyond the earth, in that direction, wherever it goes. That's so good. That's so good to be true, actually. Mean. It is beneath the throne and all the creation, because the throne in the roof is the roof of the creation, the throne. And it is not a sphere as many astronomers claim. Guys, do you see it? Those stupid people who say to you that the earth is like a ball, they are liars. Do you see it? Do you see it? The earth is flat. Who won the link? Who won the link for it? Because later you ask me where the earth says in Ibn Kathir the earth is flat. Who won the link? Nobody won the link. Nobody won the link. Nobody won the link. Can we blink, 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 blink? Okay, this is the link. You see it? There is tons of videos by Muslim sheikhs. They are fighting, saying the ones who teach you in the schools that the earth is flat, they are lying to you. The earth is flat. And the funny, they say to us that the Bible is saying the earth is flat. Why? Because the Bible says the four corners of the earth. The fact, it's the Quran says that. All over. The four corners is about direction. People come in from the four corners of the earth, until now we use it. It's a corner of a map. Because the Bible, if you go right now to the search engine in the Bible and you just type this word. Just type this word in the search engine and you will find that the Bible is saying exactly what the scientists today they are saying about the shape of the earth. Take it right now. Copy this word. Put it in the search engine of any website, have the gospel, the Old Testament, and you will find right away what the Bible said. Someone challenging me? Where is the one challenging me? He's scared to debate me? Okay, Fiti, I will open my Skype just for you, Fiti. FTY. Please call me. I will give you 5 minutes to call me. Get in Skype, I'm getting in just for you. No one else will be allowed to call me except you, FTY. Is that fair, guys? If you don't call, I will add you to my potato list. For that will make you a potato, obviously. You are just... Is that Ultimate Fart? No problem. Ultimate Fart can call us, no problem. This guy will say to you, I don't accept this interpretation. I don't accept the hadith. So what do you accept? I accept the Quran only. Hello?
What's up, C Big? You gonna run again?
Let us see who will run, my friend. Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
I called you back.
Listen. Speak like an adult and sit like a goat. I don't care how you sit, but speak like an adult. What do you want to say? Go ahead.
You just there lying, brother.
Well, okay, here we go. I'm showing you in the screen what your prophet said. Who is lying?
My prophet said about what?
Do you know the topic?
said is in the Quran.
Do you know that? Do you know the topic? Do you know the topic? Or you are calling me you do not know the topic?
Yes,
Okay, what the topic?
that's what I say.
What the topic?
Talking about the sun setting, rising, the thing being round, the earth being round.
Okay, okay. Read for me. Read for me, Mr. Genius. The Quran is the one is saying the truth, right? Okay. It is not permitted to the sun to catch the moon. Do you agree with that?
Yes, they all orbits. Each and every.
Can you speak louder? Can you speak louder? I put you in the speaker. Still, your voice is very low. Can you speak louder?
Can you hear me? Hold on.
Get it closer. Get it closer to the microphone.
Am I close enough now?
Not really. Nothing changed. Anyway, continue. So, is it true that the sun cannot catch up with the moon?
Yes, it's true. Each
How?
of them
Explain.
in its own orbit.
Explain.
Allah said, "Kullun fi falakin yashbahun."
يشبهون? Guys, did you hear the Arabic? يشبهون. يسبحون. يشبهون.
Yashbahun.
يشبهون. Guys, يشبهون.
Yeah.
But there's no letter ish there. Where do you get the word ish there from? There's no ish. It's crazy. يسبحون in front of me. You said يشبهون. What is that
I
يشبهون?
said yad. I said yesh.
You said yes.
I said it in English. That's all that matters.
No,
Listen to me.
no, say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
I said each of the sun, each of the planets.
No, say it in Arabic. No, don't. Say it in Arabic. Say it in Arabic. Say it in Arabic. Say it in Arabic again.
I said, kullun. Look, kullun fi falakin is. Do you know what is?
No, don't stop. Say to me the word after. كلهم في فلك what?
I'm just showing you how good it is. Kullun fi falakin. Whether you stop.
Why you stop? Why you stop? You don't want to say that word no more. No, say the word after. What after falakin? What after falakin? Say that word. Say that word. Say it.
Kullun fi falakin. Whether you come from the right.
Why you stop here? Like why you stop, man? Say the last word. Say the last word. Why you stop? Guys, that's it. He got busted. He will not say the word after it. Why you stop? Say the word. Kullun fi falakin what? What the word? What the last word?
I said yashbahun.
Here you go, yashbahun, guys, yashbahun. I mean, who is the donkey who taught you how to read it?
I said kullun fi falakin is a palindrome.
No. You said yashbahun. Who is the one who taught you how to say yashbahun?
Are you denying that kullun fi falakin is a palindrome?
Abdul.
Do you know what a palindrome is?
No, I do not know. You are the one who speaks. By the way, do you speak Arabic? Guys, this guy don't even speak Arabic. He don't speak Arabic. They are reading in letters equal to Arabic. That's why he is saying stupid things. Now let's go. Listen. So the Quran is saying the sun and the moon. Mr. Yashbahun. Listen, Abdul. Mr. Yashbahun, who don't speak Arabic, who teach me Arabic now. Do you speak Arabic? No.
Why can't you just have a...
Hold on. Do you speak Arabic?
Well, if I don't understand what I was saying,
no. Do you speak Arabic? If you don't speak Arabic, why you are reading for me in a language which you don't know? Why you are reading letters equal to the sound of Arabic? Why you don't speak Arabic?
I am teaching you that kullun fi falakin is...
Okay, no, teach me. No, I want you to teach me this word. The last word, teach me. The last word after falakin. What is that?
Did you know that kullun fi falakin was a palindrome?
No, I do not know. You teach me. Kullun. It says all of them, they swim. What does it swim? All of them.
Now, can you write down in any language? All of them swim as a palindrome. Whether you read it from the right.
So all of them what? Okay, no problem. Mr. Scientist in language. All of them who and what they swim. All of them.
Now, I said, do you agree that whether you read it from the right or from the left is still kullun fi falakin? Do you agree on that first?
But do you know Arabic? Agree about what?
Nick, listen, man. Do you agree on that or are you denying it?
I cannot agree with you anything because you are stupid. You do not know Arabic and you are reading for me in a language you do not know. I asked you where the word yashbahun. Okay, you see, just to show everybody that you are an idiot. Can you find me the word yashbahun in the chapter? Can you find me the word yashbahun in the whole chapter?
Listen, does kullun fi falakin start with a letter kaf?
Yeah, kaf, kullun. Yeah, kullun, all of them. And all and each.
I said, I can show you that it is a palindrome.
Okay, so all of them. Okay, no problem, guys. Baralalu. It is a Bellalu. Okay, Mr. Bellalu, listen. Okay, all of them, they swim. All of them what?
Write me in any language, all of them, they swim in palindrome.
Look, okay, what no problem? What does that mean? All of them, they swim. We got it. What does that mean? Count for me the object they swim. Go ahead.
It's a palindrome. Do you know what a palindrome
Like a stupid idiot. You know, you see why I hang up on you? Tell me what is a swimming? We got it. Parallel. Do you know what parallel, guys? Do you know? Ultimate fart in you. Now I'm asking you, what is a swimming? All of them swim. What is a swimming?
Palindrome. Let me teach you. It's like Bob. You see?
Abdul, what is a swimming? This is what I want. What are the object are swimming? What is the object are swimming? Are you going to answer or I'm going to repeat myself? Are you going to answer? Because you call me to answer, right? Okay, there is object are swimming. Can you name the object?
I am showing you the sun, the moon, everything.
Everything what?
The sun, the moon, the planets up there, they...
No, read the verse. It says the sun, the moon, the day, the night.
Yes.
Okay, so do the day and the night they swim too?
Yes.
How they swim? Explain to us, guys. The day swim, so the day is an object.
Swims with the sun, and the night swims with the moon.
But is the night is an object?
I said it goes with it.
It goes with it. What it goes with it? What do you mean it goes with it? Guys, look at stupidity. It says each of them. Hold on. You agreed now. Everybody heard you. You agreed that the day and the night and the sun and the moon, all of them, they are swimming, which mean they are object. And you just said that the day go with the sun and the night go with the moon. Okay, how the night go with the moon? Explain what is night. How the night go with the moon?
Night is after sunset. Day is from sunrise to sunset.
Okay, when the night goes, where the night goes? Okay, the night swimming. Abdul, don't make me hang up on you. I'm trying to speak to you as an adult. Okay.
Yeah, because now you know that the earth is round. Because to show you that the day and the night are swimming, that's how you know that it's round. Because when the sun comes in front of the world, it's daytime. I listen to you.
But you just said the day. You just said the day is a swimming. The day is a swimming with the sun, correct?
It's with the sun.
Okay, the day is swimming, guys. The day is a swimming with the sun. The day is a swimming with the sun. Okay, and the night is a swimming with the moon. But isn't it? Okay. But isn't it the space always dark? Isn't it the space? Okay, hold on. When we say day, it's a day only on Earth. But if we go in the space, it's dark, correct?
On Earth, yes, we're talking Earth here.
Exactly. So how your God Allah saying the Earth, the day and the sun, they are swimming together, but the sun is always there, and that's mean always there's day, if this is true. But the space always in darkness. Okay, what is the most? Okay, hold on. In the space, what is taken over in the space, the empty space? What is taken over, the light or the darkness?
What?
In the space. If we look at the space, what is taken over, the darkness or the day?
It depends of what are you trying to talk about?
What depend? In the space, what depend? In the space, what we have, is it darkness all the time, or it's day all the time, or it's 24 hours, 12 hours? All of us, we knew that in the space, there's only darkness. And the sun itself is a small dot. Shut up, hold on. The sun itself is a small, bright, like a star, like all the stars we see in the space. All of them, they are stars. Actually, the sun is a small star compared to other stars. Still, we see it in the darkness. So your stupid God think that the day is coming with the sun and the night is coming with the moon. But the fact, that's not true.
It depends on what part of the world you are right now.
No, it's not better. Okay, it says here. Okay, it says. Abdul, listen. Ultimate. Listen. It says it's not a permitted. It's not a permitted for the sun. Okay, hold on. It is not. Abdul, Mr. Yashbahun. It is not permitted. It's not permitted to the sun to catch the moon. Do you agree with it? Do you agree with the statement? Do you agree? Do you agree that the sun cannot catch up with the moon? Are you going to answer? Do you agree? Do you agree that the sun cannot be meeting with the moon, cannot catch the moon? Hello?
He didn't say the sun cannot. He said non-catches. He didn't say the sun cannot catch.
It says it's not permitted. It says it is. It says it's not. It is. It says that. It says. It says. Shut up. It says it's not permitted. Okay. Okay. Does the sun? Is the sun permitted to meet to catch with the moon or not?
Mary, liar. Come on, don't stop lying on Allah, please.
Abdul. This is in the front of you. It says it is not permitted to the sun to catch with the moon. Is that true?
Every time to lie, and I call you every time.
Okay. Everybody is laughing. It is you who agree that the sun and the moon and the day and the night they swim. You will become the joke of everybody, and we will laugh at your God. And you are the one who said that. It's recorded. Everything I say is recorded. Go and get me busted. He will go. You are a liar. I'm asking you: is it permitted for the sun to catch the moon? Yes or no?
I'm showing you right now. It's night time in South Africa.
I don't care. I'm asking you. Why you don't give an answer? Give an answer. Is it permitted? Is it permitted, Mr. South Africa? Is it permitted? Listen, Abdul, this is not a question. I'm asking you. Is it permitted according to the Quran to the sun to catch with the moon?
You're asking me why am I saying that the day and the night are swimming?
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you now. I'm asking you. I have a question here in front of you. In the screen it says it is not permitted. Get lost. Don't call me again. That's why I hang up on you. You are a coward. I have to repeat the question 1 million times, and yet you will not answer. Are you going to answer or not? Final chance. Are you going to answer? Is it permitted to the sun to catch with the moon? Yes or no? Why you don't say yes or no?
I told you was gonna hang up. I promise you. That's all you do. Hang up on me.
Sure, because you're a kid. I have to say the question 1 million times. Still you ignore it. You keep talking like a woman in the delivery room. I'm asking you: is it permitted for the sun to catch up with the moon? Either you say yes or no.
I said no from the beginning.
All right. So guys, he said no from the beginning. Okay. So how you explain the eclipse? Don't we see the moon? Okay. Just to show you that your God is a stupid. Is it true? Is it true that we can see the moon in the daytime?
So?
What do you mean so? You just said when the day come, the moon go.
That's what you do.
Son of Muta. I'm really. When the moon come, isn't it you who said that? When the moon come, the sun go. When the day come, sorry, when the day swim with the sun, and the night swim with the moon. You said that. It's recorded. So how the moon appear in the day? Because if the night swim with the moon, you donkey, that's mean the night have to come with the moon. So how we see the moon in the daytime? Ha 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 ha. This is how we make them famous. And you know the funny thing about them, you notice how many times I have to repeat the question. I lose my voice. Honestly, I lose my voice repeating the same question, and they keep talking. And actually, you notice when I ask him, did you say what you said? What you said here? He stopped reading this word because obviously he was reading so stupid, so funny. كلهم في فلك. Do you know how they read the Quran? Those idiots. They don't speak Arabic. Do you know how? If you go here in the same page, same website, they have. They have an option. It says here, let's see, English translation, transliteration. This is what they read. Do you see what they read? They don't know Arabic. It's a sound sounding like Arabic. So when you see a Muslim in YouTube doing like this donkey, he was saying Yashbahun, you know, which is very stupid. He was reading this. They don't know Arabic. They don't know a single Arabic word. It's a sound making of pronunciation of the Arabic. So from your side, you think this guy, he is reading Arabic, but he's reading this. And that's why I say stupidity is amazing. You ask him, do you speak Arabic? He will not answer, you know, because you don't speak Arabic. So how you read Arabic? And why you are reading for me in Arabic if you do not know Arabic? The order to deceive you, to make you believe that they are knowledgeable in the book and they speak Arabic, so they have to make it sound like they speak Arabic. The second you ask them to read the word again, he will not do it. Oh, sure, I will hang up on him. He's a kid. You know, I gave him opportunity actually to prove to yourself as a man, because I got everything from you. Everything I need is proven. He said that they swim with the night, with the sun, and the moon swim with the night. That's it. What do we want more? But all of us, we knew that this does not exist. What day and night swimming together? What is that? When the Quran claims that those are objects, the Quran proved to us that it's made by a false god. For the night is always there. The darkness is the normal state around us, not the day actually. If you go and look at all the stars in the space, all of them, they are stars, and some of them, they are way bigger than the sun. What we see around them, darkness. There's no day. Why? Because this is the state of the universe. The whole universe is in darkness. And the stars, they are occupying a small size of the space. Very small. The universe is way vast and huge. More than the size of any stars. They are just dust. Dust is swimming in the space. So the Quran explaining the day and the night, showing us that the one who made the Quran is a liar, fabricator, claiming that the sun set in a murky water in the Quran, and the Muslims, they try to defend that by saying, oh, this is not how it is. This is how Alexander the Great, he saw it. The Quran is so clear. It doesn't say that this is from the vision of Zulqarnain as he thought. The Quran says, let me tell you about him. They are asking you, let me tell you. He found that sitting. Who is the one reporting the find? Allah. In order to defend the stupidity of Muhammad and his fiction story, which is copied from a Syrian writer who wrote this story and became very popular in Europe, where it says in his story that this guy, he went all the way until he found where the sun set in murky water. Exactly. Who is the one who's talking? Allah. They ask thee about Zulqarnain. Even the God of Islam cannot even quote the name correctly. Have you ever heard of a guy, his name, the guy with the two horns? But because this is what the story title is. Say, I will rehearse to you something of his story. Who is the one who's talking? Allah. We establish his power. Who established his power? Allah. We give him away. Who did it? Allah. All means to the end. All to the end. And he follow away. And then until when he reached the sitting place of the sun. The guy, he spent his life traveling. If this is about finding the sun, like at the time of the sunset, that's mean he found it from the first day of his journey. Correct? Because after 12 hours maximum, the sun will be setting. He do not need to go 30 year of his life traveling to find where the sun set. So he went all the way, he followed away, and what he discovered? He found where the setting of the sun. He found it set in a spring of murky water. And here you notice it says it's spring. The Muslim, they say, don't you look at the ocean and the sun look like it's going in the ocean? It says spring, spring. Do you see the word spring? Spring is not an ocean. Spring is not a sea. Do you see it? The Muslim, in order to cover up the stupidity of the Quran, they say, oh, this is from the perspective of Dhul Qarnayn. Liar, read it. Not only that, he found near it, near what? Near the sitting place of the sun, people who said, etc. And not only that, he found where the sun rise to, and then he changed his way. Then he followed another way. This is chapter 18. And this is verse number 90. Until when he came to the rising of the sun, actually he came to the rising place of the sun. Change the translator and you will see how the translation changed. Showing you the hypocrisy of the translation. Read carefully. Until when he came to the rising place of the sun. Until what? Until he came to the rising place of the sun. He found it rising in people, but the sun rises everywhere. So the stupid Quran claimed that the sun rises in a place, the sun set in a place. And this is in total agreement with the hadith we showed you by Fifi, which Fifi agree upon. And he found near it people living there too. And they asked you to build a dam for Gog and Magog. And this is another fiction story proving Islam to be false. Gog and Magog. Muhammad, he learned that the word Gog and Magog, by the way, appear in the Bible. But it's not as Muhammad saying. He make it about people who they are not a human. Each one of them, he will have 1,000 baby before he die. And they sleep inside their ears. Their ears is bigger than a tent. They are not a human, they are a creature, and they are very harmful. And then they ask him to build a dam between them, the human, and between the Gog and Magog. Where is this dam? And as long each one of them will have 1,000 compared to us, when a human being have 1,000, when a human being have one child, the Gog and Magog, they will have 1,000. That's what Muhammad said. In the worst scenario, before he died, he will have 1,000 child. Which means, if we are 7 billions, they have to be 7 trillions. Where we can find them? And he built a dam between us and them. And every day, though Gog and Magog, they try to make a hole in it to go through. Isn't it? This is enough to prove that Muhammad is a liar. Fiction stories all over. And we just heard this Abdul from Nigeria, from Kenya, I don't know where it's from, Senegal, saying that yes, the day swim with the sun and the night swim with the moon. So he agreeing that they are object, they are in move. And he tried to explain it. He says, as an example, I live here, you live there. This is stupid of you to say. What live here, live there? The moon is there. Actually, right now, as we speak now, there's a huge part of the moon itself, it's day. As we speak right now, the whole sun is in a day stage because shining. And when you say it is not for the moon or the sun to meet together, so what is the eclipse? Huh? What is the eclipse? Isn't it the eclipse when the day and the night are meeting, and the night take over? When the Quran says it's not allowed for them to take over each other, how do you say it's not allowed to take over, and we have the eclipse we see almost every year somewhere? When I say stupidity is amazing, I hope you understand. In this time, there's a human being believe in such a garbage. that the day and the night will never meet. And the day is an object, and the night is an object, and the sun is an object, and the moon is an object. And all of them, they are floating. And the earth is a flat, as you see. وَالْأَرْضُ فَرَشْنَاهَا. And we made the earth flat. وَالْأَرْضُ وَمَا طَحَاهَا. طَحَاهَا, he made it flat. See, the Muslim translation tried to make it look nicer, say spread it out. Stupidity is amazing. So how we can accept Quran to be from God? A book saying the earth is a flat, not like those liars, scientists, they say to you as you see in the screen. On its fixed course for a term appointed. What is that? Hey brother, Allah, he created the earth, and the throne of Allah is the roof. It's referred to its fixed course of location, which is beneath the throne, beyond the earth, that direction, wherever it goes, it is beneath the throne. And and all creation, because the throne is the roof of a creation, and it is not a sphere as many astronomers claim. Rather, it's a dome supported by legs or pillars. The Muslim, they say to us, you know, and the Bible is speaking about the pillars of heaven will collapse. This is about the structures. We don't believe that there's pillars. The Bible says clearly, actually, the earth is hanged on nothing, in the empty space on nothing. It's amazing to say, empty space on nothing. And this is in the Bible, thousands of years ago. While here we see that the sky is carried by legs and pillars. And Muhammad, he explained it very clear. He says, do you know where the sun goes? The Muslim, they say, you know better. Muhammad, he told them it goes every day and sleep under the throne of Allah, and it asks for permission to come back, and then Allah will not allow it to go back from the usual term, and then he will force the sun to go and appear from the west. That is Islam, my friend. It is not for the night to come before the day. It's not for the day to come before the night, or to come. We need to overcome each other. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? We will give a chance to one additional Muslim to call. Maybe we can have somebody leave Islam today. Anyone? Last chance. Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim here? He agreed that the sun and the sun swim with the day and the night swim with the moon. Who agree that the sun and the day and the moon, they swim? And how in the world someone he claimed to be God, he don't know a simple thing, which is a child in the 6th grade, he knew it right now. How this can be from God? Any Muhammadan? Mayday, last call. Any Muhammadan? Things go beyond stupidity when you read the books of Islam and you connect the dots together. Remember, don't read a book just by a statement here and there. You have to connect the dots. If you read all the verses about the creation in the Quran, you will see that Muhammad, not only a superstition person, he is himself is a superstition. He is the superstition itself. As an example, Muhammad, he cannot have sex with his wife. He blame who? When Muhammad, he cannot have sexual intercourse with his wives, he blame who? Magic. Muhammad, he imagined that he did something, but he did not. He blame who? Magic. Muhammad, he recites satanic verses, he blame who? Shaitan. The Prophet was bewitched. Can you believe it? There is a religion, they believe that Muhammad was protected by Allah, and he is the most amazing person. Yet this prophet was bewitched, the bewitched prophet, and he began, read carefully, Aisha saying, once the prophet was bewitched, so that he began to imagine that he had done a thing which in fact he had not done. Okay, that's wonderful. If we agree with the Muslims that something bewitched is true, how we can trust Muhammad that he was receiving Quran? He was bewitched. If you say to a Muslim, tell me about your bewitched prophet, he will be upset. But it says there he was bewitched. And how Allah, he solved the problem of the bewitching of the prophet? He sent him two angels, one hold him from his toes and the other one hold him from his nose. The one who's holding Muhammad from his toes, he asked the one who's asking Muhammad from his nose. What's the problem with this guy? Dr. Jibril, he said he was bewitched by magic. Oh, really? So beautiful. And not only that, the story go farther that Muhammad, even he cannot recognize if he have sex or not with his wives. I mean, how much this guy, he was living in illusion. Read it carefully. His wife reporting that this is not second-hand witness. This is first-hand witness in the bedroom. I wish to know how Aisha, she discovered that. Like what Muhammad was saying, hey Aisha, did you like it today? And Aisha says, they like what? Yeah, they like the boom boom like we did, you know? You did not do boom boom today. Not even yesterday, not even last month, not even last year. The Prophet continued for such and such period, imagining that he had slept with his wives, but in fact he did not. This guy, even his sexual intercourse, have no witnesses. No wife there. Even this one, there's no witnesses. Not only Jibril come, there's no witnesses. Jibril go, no witnesses. Miracle happen, there's no witnesses. Muhammad talking to the stones, no witnesses. No, even sex. I mean, this is simple. Have sex with a woman. She will witness that she have sex with you. Even this one, it was fake. No witnesses. Aisha, she was not there. Hafsa, she was not there. Khadija, she was not there. The guy was this. Do you remember the movie is called the Perfect Host? The Perfect Host. By the way, don't forget to subscribe. Those who subscribe, they will receive from me a special bewitching product, brother. You can bewitch anyone in 2 seconds. Just to tell him bewitched, and then he will be bewitched. I'm just joking. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Otherwise, I will bewitch you all. Let me try to do it now. Who did not subscribe yet? Shakaram, bagaram, shakaka, kakagu, kaka, voodoo. Voodoo, voodoo, doo, 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 voodoo, doo, doo, doo. Here we go. Any one of you did not subscribe immediately, you are going to be wished, and you will lose your tooth because you did not subscribe. And your wife, she will force you to wash dishes today because you did not subscribe. Okay, you deserve it. You deserve it. We have to admit you deserve it. I mean, everything happened for a reason, right? So don't forget to subscribe. I mean, English is funny. Subscribe, subdivision, sub-profit, sub-sex, sub-fiction, sub-Aisha, sub-God, sub-moon, moving with sub-night, submarine. What? It's going on. Prophet Muhammad is your genius. No one like you. If you support Prophet Muhammad, don't forget to subscribe, because if you support Prophet Muhammad and you subscribe to this channel, he will give you 72 versions, and all of them, they are sub versions, by the way. Because Allah, after you have sex with them, he will make them virgin again. That make them sub version. Even the virginity in the Quran in the heaven is a cheating. I mean, how I just step with her and then you make her virgin again? What the point? I just slept with her. She's virgin now. But I didn't. She's virgin now. But I just. She's virgin now. But that make her sub-virgin. She is not really virgin. Like what? This is cheating. This is subversion. Stupidity is amazing. I hope you guys like what we do, and we appreciate all of you. Please always subscribe to those channels we told you about, not only in YouTube, Facebook, Patreon, Minds. This is just a way of communication, just to update you where we are, where you can find us, and how you can join us in our live stream. In the same time, please subscribe to those who download my videos, so always you can watch the video, which I don't keep in my channel. I make the video, I cook the food, they take it. It's not fair. But what you can do, Scooby-Doo. This is how it is, you know. YouTube love me. I am speaking against the guideline of YouTube. Unbelievable. They will not allow me to take donation in YouTube. They think they can force me to speak in the way they want. You cannot. I don't care. I am speaking as I should. You allow me to collect donation, you don't allow me. I don't care, YouTube. Good luck. You will find those who they are teaching terrorism. They allow them to collect donation. Christian Prince is speaking against guideline. But I'm a Christian Prince. And if the Lord is with me, who could be against me? Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. And if you like to support us, you can go always to Patreon for those who care. Remember carefully, we love the Muslims. We are not here to make fun of Muslims. We are here to expose the big fat liar, Mohammed. This is the target, so we can save Muslims and Christians and everyone who can think for a second to believe in such a garbage, such a cult, sex cult, based on fictions and stupidity. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. Until we see you soon again. Subscribe to Patreon, other channels, so you can be updated, and with the coming broadcast you will be informed. God bless, and thank you very much.